Our next speaker, Mr. Turki Al Yahmadi, Systems Architect, Presales Team at CISCO Technologies. Speaking on today's topic is the role of hybrid cloud computing for the Freezone sector. Over to you, Mr. Turki. Mr. Turki, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, team. Thank you, ODB team, for the event. And thank you for the audience. I guess you had a long day today with a number of very informative sessions from all the participants today. I'm glad to be part of this event today. And as you've seen here, our topic, part of the digital enablement and cloud enablement for the free zones, we'll be talking about how CISCO can support and help in making the free zones smarter and how they could implement smart solutions, IoT and cloud managed solutions part of ODB offering as well. So we'll start the session in the manner of the upcoming topics. So today I have those 5 main topics I'm going to discuss with you guys, where why smart free zones and business opportunities, the challenges, and how CISCO can help in offering some of the solutions, part of the partnership with our ODB. Now, common challenges that being faced in all type of, free zones or cities as well. And there where we talk a lot of cost is going on the operation of the city management, and that impact where we talk about lighting, parking, environment, apron and safety, security, and waste management. The numbers you've seen here is huge, where there's a lot of costs are going on management and operating and trying to resolve the issues of these 6 domains you've seen here. And when we talk about a free zone, it is actually a very live, fast style city where changes happening very fast and it's very dynamic life. I'm sure all of that will build up a cost in maintaining and operating the whole services offered maybe to the investors, to the people on the free zones, and all stakeholders within that free zone itself. And if we talk about a simple one, when we talk about the parking, for example, as you've seen in here, there's almost 30% of the traffic congested caused by the drivers just circling around the area trying to find a parking in a free zone area or on a small city area. And if you talk about security and safety, the concerns is much higher for those areas where there is a lot of interchange between people, data, equipment, shipments, trucks, many things is going on within that free zone area, and where we need to ensure security. Statistically, for example, this from the US perspective, we're talking about $3.2 trillion cost caused by crimes and resolving issue of security and safety within a city. Waste management is another huge topic that everybody's looking at from environmental perspective, cost in maintaining, cost in keeping the area as it's supposed to be from waste management perspective, and recirculation of any waste happening in a free zone area. So we'll touch base how we could help to resolve kind of these issues and what the available solutions and offering from CISCO with the partnership of ODB today. Now, this topic is quite being looked at from different perspectives, from consumer perspective or end user perspective, and also from vendor perspective, because of these numbers you've seen here. The opportunities are high. Now, there's a huge amount of money around all of those smart solutions, and that could be part of cost saving for the operators and the consumers, and also could be an money generation for the operator from the other hand, and also for the solution providers. Where if we look at utilities within the city itself, there is a huge business value around $400+ billion in the upcoming years. And when you talk about transportation, the numbers are touching up to $200 billion. Now, if we talk about also public Wi-Fi, for example, we're talking about almost $60 billion of business. Now, that business could be only taking from 2 perspectives. One is about the vendors who provide the solutions, and also from consumers who consume this service for their day-to-day operations, for their marketing, for their users interchange and user experience. Now, you can see opportunities are high for both perspectives, and that's why we would like to share with you some of our offering in here in a case that the operator will win, the vendor will win, and give a very good live experience for the residentials or the consumers in the free zones. Now, we know that majority of the free zones area already equipped with some security solutions, parking solutions, road, traffic lighting, water utility, and electricity, waste management, transportation, and surely people will be always there, and there's a process and regulations. But the issue with those solutions are currently working in silos, and there is the challenge now. There's a huge value of data available within those silo systems. Might be used, might not be used in a proper way. And if imagine that we could manage to interconnect all of these data from all those different current existing systems and adding in new systems to get a more value out of it with the artificial intelligence, big data, and the analytics into all of that, there's a huge value from point of cost operation management, future planning, and also live experience for the operators and the users. And the idea of building a smart solution that we're trying to build a network to interconnect all of those systems all together. It could be wired or wireless. We'll talk about some of those technologies in the upcoming slides, and get the value of the data all combined in a manner of a data lake or a data pool where data could be combined, and we start to look at where we could cut the cost or have a better service. Okay, so the main goal part of the solution is to have the fully connected community within the free zone itself, and that will touch the utility part, the parking, the people, the process, the applications, the users all together, and having that data available then share back to all of those utilizers of the data themselves, and also look at how we could build new applications to have a new service or a new offering, and also look at how we could enhance and improve what we have at the main time in this organization, or sorry, in this free zone area. And surely that will touch many stakeholders within the area. But the good thing that here in the free zones we have a centralized management for utilities and services. For example, I could say maybe in Duqm they have what they call a separate organization who is offering the majority of the service like electricity, water management, and waste management, what they call it, forgot the name, but I guess we have some of the audience in here from Duqm Airport, Duqm Port, where these utilities are managed from a center management, and they can utilize, these are valuable data within the systems to build up a platform that serve the whole free zone areas and get data to users and get data to business owners, and also use that on the same data to plan and cut costs in the future. Now, getting to a level of interconnecting all those silo systems surely facing challenges, and this is on-ground challenges now we have seen. And when we talk about smart free zone, these should be very common, and I guess some of you have already seen of those challenges when you try to interconnect within systems within a single organization. Now, when we talk about a free zone area with the different stakeholders, surely the challenge will be bigger. Vertical integrated sensors is one of the main challenges. Now, when we talk about, for example, waste management, and we have different waste management sensors tools distributed within the area, surely that is a challenge, how we get data all interconnected together. Data security is another big challenge everybody is looking at. Lack of cross-domain data information sharing is another challenge we have seen, and different communication medias and regulation and ownership. So all of those 5 challenges you see here has been very common challenges that seen in some of the implementation we had worked out to build a smart area or a smart city or a smart free zone. And here we will place the architecture to resolve some of those and reach to a point that we're having these interconnected systems to get the best out of it for the operator and for the business owner and for the end user. Now, you've seen one of the challenges are communication systems and how these communication are being built currently within the free zones area or the service providers, and how the consumers are utilizing it. Actually, we know the 5G, the 4G talks, and everything is going on in here, IoT, public services like LoRa, LoRaWAN, and the Wi-Fi services or the fiber and Ethernet. All of those technologies are subject to be used all together to reach to a point of interconnected systems, because we cannot really in the ground or practically get a single media or communication media for the whole city. And that's why we need a system who can adopt all of those different manners of communication, and we still get the data what we need to process. And here we will see how CISCO is helping in here in the architecture we are proposing. Now, one of the main pillars that CISCO helps here with our partnership with the local partners and ODB in building the infrastructure of the free zone area, maybe an overall area or even in a single organization within the free zone itself. And there we could provide the service of wired or wireless or solar kind of gateways to interconnect the devices within a single building or the utility services within the whole village or the whole city, and get it all interconnected in a manner secure and reached out to every single system in that. And that is quite unique what we could provide here in the market currently with our wired or wireless switches, industrial switches, and different families of CISCO switching, routing, and wireless portfolio, where it's adopt many different technologies. Now we have a wireless who can go with the solar connectivity, or we have a wireless access point who support LoRa gateways. Surely security being implemented in every single part of the equipment itself to transfer the data to the other side and get that cloud service, which could be hosted within ODB as a cloud service provider in the country, and ensure that smooth data movement from the field itself. Maybe it could be on the truck, the data could be on a ship on the port or on another part of the free zone where data need to be surely reached to the application hosted with ODB. You've seen a list of applications today our presenters have shown in today's event. And there was CISCO play. We play in the part of interconnecting the area and giving you that flexibility of different communication manner and moving the secure data back into your application on the cloud. And also is not that part of cloud. Now we know that majority of business owners talking about hybrid data centers where you have some of the application reside within the organization itself as a private cloud, and part of that data is hosted on the public service provider like ODB. And here we could build the architecture to make sure the data movement between the cloud data center and the private data center is being maintained in a proper way, and also getting a secure data out of all sensors on the field. Now, surely security is the topic that everybody looking at, and it was one of the challenges that everybody highlighting, how we ensure that data movement is secure. And that's where we play with our new portfolio of security in CISCO, where data is could be encrypted from the switch or the access point down to the application or the database in your organization. And also, it's not that part, we maintaining a secure APIs from two directions, getting the traffic encrypted within the local cloud, the private cloud, transferring the data over a public ISP services to reach out to the end user, the application, and maybe the authorities in some cases where it's required. And this is a life cycle of the transaction from the end user down to the sensor itself. And that where the channel is fully being secured, encrypted, to reach to the maximum level possible to secure the data of the organization, the free zone, or the users. Now, this is a very high level architecture we are proposing to majority of similar setups for free zone areas, boards, logistics, and you can see there are mainly 4 layers, which we could, the data collection layer I call, which is where the sensors on the ground, which could be a camera, which could be a waste management system, sensor, lighting, parking, water meter, all fuel meters. Then the data need to be reaching to the other side, and there where you see the digital network architecture we're proposing for the whole free zone city. And that, as I said, it could be wired or wireless, or with a different type of wireless technologies in the market. And also it could be with the different medias from wire, fiber, or copper lines. And there where you see the layer of connecting it to the public area or to the public cloud services, ensuring the data is being secured to be presented in the top layer in the manner that user consume, operator consume, and also authorities themselves have the visibility on that. And here the architecture giving the manner of data interchange in a secure manner. Now we know the data could be reviewed, used by the owner, surely collected from the field. And in the other side, you have the authorities to monitor, for example, air quality, and they would like to get some update of that air quality in the area. And here we could see that data is ability to interchange in a secure manner from different areas within the free zone area, reach to all stakeholders. Now, if we go deep more in the architectural perspective, the smart city platform, where we have, maybe this is the third layer, data processing layer, and how data is being exchanged between the free zone area or the organization within the free zone to the other parties. It could be a city database or asset management system, the security agencies for any security requirement, any marketing services. You could say maybe the digital signage within the whole city. That data got automatically updated and interchange between the whole stakeholders within the free zone to have best data interchange, best user experience, and best operation manner for the whole free zone area. You can see that from the right side, it could help the system integration. From the other side, we're talking about payment gateway, email and SMS gateways, emergency services, and other smart city platforms within the free zone or extended to the other areas within the free zone. And main pillar in here is API and how API is being managed. And second layer is communication and communication security. So the ultimate goal trying to achieve, we founding that solution, giving the ability to the free zone operator, stakeholders, and service providers to interchange data safely from the field down to their systems, where it will be used by the citizens, the users, by the operators of the free zone, and by the investors with the business owners. And there we could, that data have unlimited opportunity in all manner within the free zone, or also to extend to the outside users or stakeholders that interchange with this free zone in one manner or another. Now, we reach up to the point where how CISCO could help and what is the CISCO offering in here. Now, it's known to be that CISCO is a technology provider where we provide our switching, our routers, and our wireless and security solutions and servers. But there are so much other things we can do before even to reach the point of the design and the implementation of the solution, started by the advisory with the list of expertise, start from day one that will cover business strategy, cover service catalog, go-to-market plan, business model, and also transformation roadmap. Then we move to a technology and the technology selection. You will see all verticals that might be direct to CISCO or even with CISCO partners. We work with almost 200 different ecosystem partners to build the architecture of a smart free zone, a smart port, a smart logistics services all together. Then also execution and excellency. We will never just build the plan and leave it. We could carry on the whole execution plan with the customer to reach to the point that is targeted in the earlier stage. Then transformation management, and this is where you can see all of this is touching the operation manner. It's not only the technology itself. Then we reach about the business model, and we could build the plans, how these services, data, and other things being built out of the whole solution could be sell as a service, or it could be used as another source of income for our organization or the free zone operators. That was a fast gone through some of CISCO offering for smart free zones. I was limited by 15 minutes. I hope that session was informative. And if you have any question, you can share it. It was a pleasure being with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Any questions are there from our clients and our attendees? Please do pass it on to us and we'll pass it to Mr. Turki. Thank you, sir, for your time. Have a nice afternoon.